What is everybody? Take two on this on this review of the New York Rangers 2020 NHL Draft. We will only be covering the draft. We will not be covering any of the free agent signings, though minimal they are. So far for the Rangers, we'll only be covering the draft. And in honor of covering the Rangers draft and prospects, rocking the Vitaly Kravtsov Tractor jersey. Ugh. Let's bullshit. Let's talk. Let's shoot the shit. Not gonna lie to you. I was pretty okay with the majority of this draft, minus the double goaltenders, but both goalies seem to be pretty highly touted, so we'll get into it. I am not going to pretend like I know everything about these players because the only players I really know about are Schneider and Lafreniere. I don't know a lot about Cully, besides the fact that he was supposed to be a first-round pick earlier in the year. I think I might even have made him in my Super Mega roster update at the beginning of NHL 20. I might have. Don't remember. Tarnstrom I know about, but I've never seen him play. I only know him from Tvitterbag, and I think that's all I know. Lafreniere, I mean, would I have taken a first overall? No, but no, I'm kidding. We got blessed, everybody. And I need everyone to appreciate just this. This is going to be a New York Ranger. This. Never in a million years did I ever envision the Rangers picking number 1 overall. Let alone this. If you've been on this channel for a long time, have been talking about Alexis Lafreniere for years now. If you remember, in NHL 17, when he was drafted first overall, I was talking about him to the game of JHL. If you remember in NHL 18, I had the motherfucker in the game as a medium franchise. Same in NHL 19. I have been talking about this kid for ages, and he is finally here. And not only is he here, he's here in a Rangers uniform. What? What now? What did you say? I'm not used to getting this excited for New York Rangers acquisitions through the draft. I'm used to it via trade, because when it comes to getting players of this caliber, not even caliber, aura, just people knowing about him, it usually only happens via trade. Rick Nash, Keith Yandel, etc. Not even Yandel. Yandel's not different. This is different. This is next tier. As a Rangers fan, we're not used to this stuff coming via the draft, but damn it, we've been getting lucky the past few years. But yes, there's not really much to say about Alexis Lafreniere besides, oh my friggin' god, this kid's actually a friggin' Ranger. I don't know how, but damn it, he is, and I'm not going to complain about it. So, no, you guys didn't come here to hear me, to just watch me drool over Lafreniere. You did not. Can you hear what I have to say about the other picks in this draft? Did I not click on that? Please don't double X out. Okay, Braden Schneider. A lot of people were pretty upset about this pick because we traded up for it. I was a little shocked at first until I kind of looked a little deeper into it. Number one, the Rangers did this, and don't think this wasn't part of it. Part of this was making sure that Schneider didn't go to the Devils. If this kid would have gone to the Devils, it would have been big trouble in Little Tokyo. This kid is a fucking bully on defense. I'd rather him be on the Rangers bruising other players in the Metro than be on the Devils, have to face him 6-7 times a year, and have him bully our players. Schneider, to me, is like what we thought Mark Stahl was when we first drafted him. A defensive defenseman who can fucking bruise, move the puck well, and actually skate. Mark Stahl was only 2 of those things before he got injured. Look at this. An absolute behemoth of a dude at this level. I love that, of a dude. And that was funny as shit. But yeah, Braden Schneider, if you follow the WHL on Twitter, or like on my burner accounts, I follow every WHL and all the CHL teams. There's a lot of videos of Braden Schneider just lighting dudes the fuck up. The kid is disgusting, all right? He's not the kind of guy, he's not going to wow you with his puck moving. He's not going to, make gross moves, score a shitload of points. But he gets it out of the zone, simple as that, and he plays a fucking phenomenal defensive game. Interesting that he's a righty, but we'll get to that in a minute. And he fucking bruises, bro. Him and Lindgren fucking monitoring our back decor. Look, as much as we all want the Rangers decor to be just full of Adam Foxes and D'Angelos where they're just snapping it tape to tape, you need to have a little bit of size and a little bit of grit and just a mean streak on defense, or else guys are going to walk all over you. I don't care if hitting is in hockey or not. Hitting is not an adult league, but I promise you right now, because I play adult league, There are guys that are assholes and will try to go after people for no fucking reason. And we're paying to play. We're not getting paid to play. If your job is on the fucking line, you're going to do whatever the fuck it takes to win. And if you got Brad Marchand or someone else running around trying to bully you, you need somebody to fight back. I am sorry, but no matter what sport you are in, you need a little bit of a mean streak to win. I don't care how much of a skill-based sport it is, you need some grit. This is grit. Schneider and Lindgren are going to be fucking awesome for us. And I can't wait, dude. If you look at Schneider's numbers, and honestly, for a defensive defenseman, this is not that bad. 42 points in 60 games with the Brandon Wheat Kings, and I don't think the Brandon Wheat Kings were that great this past season. I could be entirely wrong about that. Actually, maybe they were pretty good. I don't know. Definitely not a high-scoring team. You know, not a single, only 1 point per game player too. Yeah, I'll take it. I like Braden Schneider, and from the clips I've seen of him defending and shit like that, he looks pretty damn good. I look forward to him becoming a Ranger. Now, I don't know how fast he will become a Ranger. I think a guy like this, defensive defenseman, you kind of have to groom a little bit more. I don't think these are guys you rush into the NHL. Take Ryan Graves, for example. The Rangers gave up on him, and now he's the Bud Light Plus Minus Award winner. Shout out to anybody who even knows what the hell that is. Yeah, dude. I am very happy with this pick. The only issue is that he's a right-shot defenseman, and the way the right side looks right now, with the depth chart, you have Fox, Tony, Nils, Schneider, and Trouba. Trouba. Let's just throw in terms of cap. Trouba, Tony, Fox, Nils, Schneider. That's kind of the way we got to look at it right now, and that's tough because two of those five got to go. And I think Tony's going to be one of them. I hate to say it. I don't want it to be Tony. Because, one, he's a fucking great guy. My little brother went to his camp last year that he held right over here in North Carolina. And he was nothing short of amazing to all the fucking kids. Every single kid loved him. He was great to every kid. He took his time with every single kid. He's just a good person. He sat down and hung out with all the kids after practice and before practice. Went out of his way to do that. He could have just came and went. There was nothing in his contract that said, oh, socialize with the kids. He could have just fucking got there just on time and left on time. He would let the kids stay after a little bit and dick around. He talked to them. He played with them. Great guy. Tony's a fucking good dude. I understand he's got a shady past where he made some mistakes, but I'm the type of person where I will never hold something against someone for the rest of their lives unless they did something super severe, i.e. murder or criminal. Alright, the guy made a mistake. I'm not going to hold it against him his entire life. And if you hold something against someone your entire life over something like that versus an actual physical crime where he killed somebody or something severe, beat his wife like fucking the other asshole that's trying to get back in the NHL, is it Voynov? That idiot? Yeah, no. That's unforgivable. And I'm not saying that what he did is forgivable right off the rip, but it was an immature thing to do, and I think he knows that, and I think he learned from it. Anyways, I'm not going to go down that fucking rabbit hole, because I already know people are already like, how can I do that? I think, fuck off, alright? I'm sorry. If you're having a hard time forgiving someone for a mistake they made over half a decade ago, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Because, really, come on. Again, he didn't murder somebody. Anyways, God, I got very off track. Hope it's not D'Angelo, but I think it's going to be Angelo. And I believe the second option is going to be Jacob Trouba. If they can find a way to move him, which I don't believe they will, because that guy's probably not going to get rid of his no-trade clause. Sorry. I do believe the next likely option is that Adam Fox or one of the other defensive moves to the left side. I think Adam Fox would have the most success on the left side. I just don't know if that would hinder what he could do on the right side. But either way, I actually like the Braden Schneider pick. I think he'll end up being a really good New York Ranger. And hey, at the very least, that's really good trade bait because this is a fucking high-value pick, dude. Yeah, so I like the pick. Moving on to the second-round pick, traded for Elias Anderson, essentially number 60 overall, I believe, right? Yep, 60 overall. William Culley was expected. Oh, they got rid of the way they were expected to go. Okay. The way actually, I just look at right here. The little bit I know about Culley is that he's basically a power forward, right? Yeah, just a big dude, good shot, 42 points, 62 games. Not great, but it's also not something to like spit at. The thing that worries me is this: last year to this year, a 1 point improvement is 4 less goals. That is a little bit worrisome. That's kind of like you want to see that improvement because you don't want Ryan Gropp 2.0. Ryan Gropp did not get much better from year 1 to year 3, and he definitely didn't produce when he was over in the AHL. So when you're looking at William Cauley, a bigger guy, he's actually a pretty decent skater. Give him time. Let him at least play through this year before we worry about bringing him over to AHL, which I don't even think we could do after this year because he's a later birthday. Let him grow at his own pace. Don't force, don't rush, don't over-evaluate. Let the kid play his game. We don't want Ryan Gropp 2.0. We essentially use a 7th overall pick on this kid because that's what we use on Elias Anderson. That's what we got him with. So don't rush him. Be patient. I've seen a few highlights of goals he scored. It doesn't look like he's overly fancy. It looks like he's a very, meat and potatoes player. Good fucking shot, big body, protects the puck well. He's actually a pretty good skater for someone his size. So I actually like the William Cauley pick. Oliver Tarnstrom, I seen some dudes talking about him on Twitter like he was going to be something pretty decent. Hey, you know what? At the very least, if he turns into a stopgap third-line center, who the hell are we to complain about that? Because that's something we could use in the future. And I am not going to ever sleep on the Rangers and their European draft picks. They seem to almost all turn out eventually. At some point, I don't know much about this kid. Definitely a step behind Carl Henriksen in terms of ceiling, but a good player nonetheless. Look at that. Yeah, J20 Super Elite, 34 points, 41 games. Solid player all around. Definitely the weight is, you could argue, is a concern, but I don't know, man. These fucking Swedes are tough as nails. Like, he's like Elias Pettersson, dude, is not a heavy kid, but god damn it, is he strong, So we'll see how Tarnstrom does. Follow Statboy Steven and AJ Nunn on Twitter if you haven't already. They usually post highlights and statistics from these players as they're happening versus the NYR Stats and Info, which usually posts them on a delay after the game. Sometimes they do it on time, but definitely AJ Nunn and or Alex Nunn and Statboy Steven are the guys you want to follow for these guys. Moving on, Dylan Garan, the goaltender, who we kind of know a little bit about. Definitely a solid goaltender, not very big, which is a little concerning, but you never know. It is the age of the athletic athlete versus size. Size is not everything these days. Honestly, when you're looking at this kid, the only thing you got to worry about, why is this all blurred out? I honestly don't give a shit. 921 save percentage in the WHL is pretty damn impressive, especially over the span of 42 games. That is not very common. U17 Canada last year, 930 save percentage in 4 games. Kid's definitely decent. Again, I don't know a whole lot about him. Just that he's really good technique. That's what I remember seeing in the draft. You know what? It's a 4th round pick, and I don't really think we missed out on anybody necessarily. If you let's say, I don't think any like names that stood out to me really went. Blake Biondi, that was one name my Statboy Steven posted that he wanted. Him and Zion Ibach, yeah, and Eamon Powell. But there were a few guys over there that I would have liked, but Antonio Strangers, I was begging for them to get them. But you know what? It does not hurt to have as many goalies as humanly possible. Knock on wood, again, God forbid, you're always one injury away from having to go to your backup. And then when you go to your backup, who's the next in line after the backup? Your AHL starter. It does not hurt to have a lot of goalies. It just doesn't. Ask Dan Blackburn. The Rangers drafted him, 10th overall? Guy had to play with 2 blockers because he had a career-ending injury. So, it doesn't hurt to have a whole lot of goalies in your system. Evan Virling, I know nothing about this kid. Honestly, I at least kind of know a bunch of the names in the draft. I might not know a lot about him, but I kind of know the names. I have no idea who this kid is. I honestly don't. But he's a center, so I'll take it. So let's see what elite prospects say about him. Defensively reliable, high motor, 2-way player. Fuck it, I'll take it. And a credible dual threat score. Ooh, okay. Bet. Again, another guy that could be a decent bottom line center. 34 points. Wow, that's actually not a bad season. So he had 44 points in 43 games, right? Yeah. That's actually not that bad at all. Point per game. He had more points than Cauley. Bet. And he's good defensively. I'll take him. Screw it. Fuck it. If he works, right? Notice the Rangers had a bit of a Canada trend this draft, huh? A lot of Canadian kids. Screw it. This kid doesn't look too bad. Why not? Definitely worth keeping track of these guys as the season chugs along, though. Brett Berard, this is one of the names I recognized right off the rip, and the only reason I remembered him is because, well, reminded me of Brian Berard, though it's not Brian Berard, so don't get that confused. Left winger, small guy, skill guy from what I understand, going to Providence College next year, 34 points in 41 games. USHL, 18 points, 13 games. We'll take it. Again, the kid probably dropped a lot because, well, he's small. They say it right here, yeah. High octane offense talent into a 5.9 package. So this is like something you can. This is like something you can look at like a Johnny Gaudreau almost. Gaudreau went what, 5th round, right? 4th or 5th round. Same exact size, a little bit heavier, high octane offense. Never sleep on any of these draft picks. One thing I've learned is never sleep on a freaking draft pick. You have no idea what they'll turn out to be. Pavel Buchnevich was a 3rd round pick. It was a throw-in in the Rick Nash deal. And I think he's the only piece from the Rick Nash deal that is still on the Rangers. So, or on either team. So what is that telling you? Yeah. All right. Yeah, Brett Barrett, I liked him. Definitely a skill guy, so we'll see where that goes. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about these guys because I don't. Matthew Rempe, the one thing I know about this guy, he's a fucking refrigerator with feet. 6'8", 236. What the fuck? The kid is large, bro. Dude, we had so many just... Austin Rushoff, the guy we signed, he's 6'7". Gettinger, 6'5" or 6'6". This kid's 6'8". We got some fucking units coming through the minors, dude. It's going to be fucking fun to watch. And 31 points in 47 games is nothing to scoff at for a guy this big. When you're this big, I don't know. Probably pretty hard to wheel, especially this heavy. So, dude, let's fucking run it, man. 6'8" that's a big dude. And if the kid can fucking skate, you never know what this pick might be. I guarantee you he dropped in the draft because of his size. Because he's this big, he probably dropped. So, dude, I look forward to seeing this kid and the way he develops, man. So, at least someone that could fucking screen the goalie in front, right? Maybe a Brian Boyle type. Who knows? Big kid, though. 6'8", dude. That is massive. Actually, I was born July 29th. That's cute. That's cool. Another big boy. 6'8", 238. Another unit. Hugo Olafs. Jesus Christ. This kid is fucking huge. Dude. And that's... Anyways. Big goalie. Screw it. I'll take it. I don't mind it. It's a 7th round pick. What do you have to lose with a 7th round pick? Every 7th round pick you draft is low risk, high reward. There is no such thing as a wrong 7th round draft pick unless you're drafting someone that's never played ice hockey before. There's no such thing as it. You never know what you might get, dude. Henrik Zetterberg went in the 7th round. You think Detroit was like, it's Henrik Zetterberg. He's on the top of our draft board. No. He was on their draft board, but I guarantee you he wasn't number 1 through 5. I'm sorry, even 1 through 100 for that matter on their draft board. So, you can't freaking go wrong with it. It's a 7th round pick. Why not? If you see someone that big that you think Benoit Allaire can work with, why the hell not? What do you have to lose? I'm not going to be upset the Rangers drafted another goalie with the 7th round pick. It is useless to argue that. So, another big fucking kid. I don't know enough about these leagues to say if these numbers are good or not, but 6'8", let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Keep track of all these kids. Like I said, follow Alex Nunn and Stepboy Steven on Twitter to learn as much about these guys as possible. They'll be posting clips, statistics, highlights, all those good things you'll get from them. So if you haven't followed them already, go ahead and do that. That's going to end it for this video. I'll probably get the end of this week, maybe next week, I'll probably start doing, well, actually, let's see right now. If the Rangers signed someone from the time I started this video to right now, or made a trade, I'll review it this video. If not, no. But I doubt they did anything the last 10, 20 minutes. Besides Jesper Foss leaving for fucking Carolina of all places, that douchebag. What the hell is this? Yeah, arbitration. Who gives a shit about that? It doesn't look like anything. Nothing major for the Rangers. Cody Eakin was the guy I wanted the Rangers to sign, but he went to Buffalo, I think. Is that where he landed? Yeah, damn. It doesn't look like the Rangers signed anybody that I wanted. Brady, okay. Whatever. Yep, Rangers didn't do anything. I'm going to do a video where I cover every Rangers signing. And then I'll probably do another video where I cover every other NHL team signings. Probably about it. I'm not going to do anything spectacular. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. If you don't want to watch this and making it. And if you understand anything you said, you're not hearing aids. Look at that. You're getting better at this. I'll see you on the next one. Comment down below your thoughts on the draft, how it went, and all the process we drafted. Let me know what you think. I always want to hear from you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.